If you have seen our Kirkland Capital Group or the Kirkland Income Fund materials, you may be scratching your head when we use the term microbalance with commercial real estate bridge loans. Or you might have heard us mention how we provide investors steady, high-yield passive income returns with a focus on capital preservation through what we call microbalance commercial real estate bridge lending. While microbalance is likely a term you haven't heard before, associated with mortgage loans, we needed to come up with a way to classify the typical size of loans we do. Microbalance seemed appropriate. Small balance commercial real estate loans are considered as $25 million and lower, usually at least 3 to 4 million on the lower end. 25 million might seem big to you, but when some skyscrapers sell for hundreds of millions and need a loan that size as well, then microbalance at around $1 million makes more sense. 2, on a small property, for example, a 10-year apartment, renovations can be completed in 6 to 12 months, much faster than large commercial properties, which can take 18 to 24 months or more. Ground-up development can take much longer than that. By focusing on 12-month loans, we are in and out quickly, reducing interest rate risk. 3, ground-up development, especially large development loans in the tens of millions, sound like great opportunities. And I'm not saying lenders don't make good money on those, most of the time. Let's admit it. It's a bit of an ego trip to say you're part of developing this new skyscraper. However, there are principal preservation challenges with development loans, and that grows even larger as the loan size grows. When something goes wrong and development is only halfway done, who is going to buy the non-performing loan except at a deep discount to the principal amount, which means losses for investors. Even for loans on big income-producing properties, if something goes wrong or south, finding a buyer for a $10 million property takes time, whereas on a property for one of our microbalance loans, which usually are under $1 million in value, we already have a long list of potential buyers, including many of the Kirkland Income Fund family of investors. These investors have the cash and a desire to jump in on an opportunity to pick up a small commercial property at a deep discount, enabling us to preserve all the invested principal for our fund investors. This is how we build and fortify your wealth.